What is meditation, and how do you meditate correctly? That's what I want to talk about today, and I also want to share a short little meditation exercise. I'm Morella DeVoe. I'm a clinical mental health counselor, a hypnotherapist, and also a lifelong meditator. I've also been hosting a meditation group since the early days of the pandemic lockdown. So I want to share with you a little thoughts on meditation. What is meditation and how do you meditate correctly? Honestly, I just added this how do you meditate correctly question as a little bit of a hook to share some thoughts with you, because I don't actually believe that there's a single correct way to meditate. There are many different types of meditation, and there are many meditation teachers that will tell you this is the right way to meditate above all others. I've heard and participated in a variety of courses that do exactly that. So let's talk about what meditation is. At its very core, and if you kind of boil it down to basics in all of these different meditation philosophies and meditation practices, at the start, meditation, or in its inception, meditation is about two key things. One is building the skill, the strength to be the directors of the mind, as opposed to having your mind kind of run you ragged all over the place. Because, in Buddhism, they call the mind the monkey mind, right? It jumps from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, and you don't even know who's running the show. So in its fundamentals, meditation is about building the strength, the mental strength, where you are the conscious director of your thoughts, of your mind. So it's building that ability. The second piece about meditation, usually in across all different modalities, it's about finding stillness, being able to create stillness, precisely because you are helping yourself be the director of your mind, slowing down the pace of your thoughts, being able to really be present in the moment. And then what happens when you are doing these two things, being the conscious director of your mind and finding stillness in the now, what Eckhart Tolle calls, the moment of stillness, being in the power of now, is that we start to find the doorway, the opening to the most powerful thing about having a meditation practice, which is discovering the truth of who we are. Discovering the truth of who we are is discovering the amazing, vast resources that lie within ourselves. And so when we're practicing meditation, we are building the strength, the skill to still the mind, to direct the mind, to guide the mind. Number two, to be fully present in the here and now. And in that spaciousness, it's like we find ourselves. Oh, that's who I am. That's where I am. And it is a marvelous thing. So the right ways to meditate, I guess you could say there probably are some wrong ways to meditate out there that might not be so helpful. But there are so many practices that are really, really wonderful. Along the years, I've done everything from chakra meditations and, guided visualizations, and I, facilitate these for clients and for my group as well. But all the way to doing silent meditation retreats for 10 days where all I did was from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's meditation, no speaking, and all of these different modalities and methodologies can be incredibly powerful in their own way. But I don't personally believe that there's a single one right type of meditation. Of course, there's mindfulness practices. And, in mindfulness, emptying the dishwasher is itself a kind of meditation, which is one that I often do. For me, you can do you can do anything, any task, any activity can become a meditation if you practice this with mindfulness, which is what I mean by my emptying the dishwasher meditation. There can be breath meditations, body-centered meditations, grounding meditations, mantra-focused meditations, so many different ways to meditate. And it doesn't have to be a certain amount of time. Some teachers will tell you, there's one school that I went on retreats with, one school of thought that says you need to meditate for an hour at a time and not move. And so that is certainly one way to meditate, and it's very powerful. Other teachers will say 15 minutes. And I'm of the belief that any little amount is helpful, any little bit is really powerful, because it's like, doing push-ups or doing dumbbell, bicep curls. You build the strength, even if it's little by little. So I want to walk you through a short little breath meditation that's really a breath exercise. And here we use the breath as a point of focus by helping ourselves put all of our attention on the breath. It's one way to increase that strength of being the directors of the mind. And so we use the breath as a point of focus. This is a common tool in meditation. This particular exercise is often done in yoga classes as part of pranayama. So this can be called box breathing or box breath or square breathing. And what we're going to do together is that we will inhale to a count of 4. Then we will hold the breath to the count of 4. Exhale to a count of 4. Hold again to a count of 4. And then we'll keep going. Inhale to 4, hold to 4, exhale to a count of 4, hold again to a count of 4. And we'll do it a handful of times. So you can do this with your eyes open or closed. You can look at me. I typically tend to close my eyes, so you could just watch me. So wherever you are, just notice where your breath is happening. And bring yourself to an exhale. At the end of the exhale, we will begin breathing together. So exhale completely, and we'll begin. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, and now take a normal breath. And just notice your breath. Take a moment here to notice your breath in its normal flow. And just notice how that feels after a very quick little centering breath exercise. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you'd like to learn more about all sorts of meditation practices and join a regularly meeting meditation group, I'll put information under this video. I have a sweet little community that meets on Monday nights, and I would be delighted to have you join us. Hope to see you soon.